All right, everyone, good evening and welcome to night 3 of our Gadsden State live chats. My name is Ashley Gaither and I'm a member of our enrollment services team at Gadsden State. The topic of our night 3 live chat is the student experience at Gadsden State. So the first night we talked about paying for college. Last night we talked about all the different programs of study that we have to offer at Gadsden State. And tonight we're going to hear from our students about their experience as a Gadsden State Cardinal. So just a little overview, at Gadsden State, we have around 4,000 students total across our 5 campus locations. We have 40 different clubs and organizations that our students can get involved with. Things from service organizations to honor societies. I found out recently that we even have an anime club. So anything that you're interested in at Gadsden State, if we don't have a club that you're interested in, you can start one yourself when you become a Gadsden State Cardinal. We also have athletic teams at the college that I would like to mention. We currently have 5 athletic teams at Gadsden State. We have men's and women's basketball, men's tennis, women's volleyball, and then we have just a brand new sport starting this year, men's and women's cross country. All of those compete in the Alabama Community College Conference. All of those are scholarship opportunities. So if you're an athlete, you can contact the coaches for tryout information. We also have fine arts at Gadsden State. We have our Gadsden State Singers, Gadsden State Show Choir. We also have a theater department and other ways if you are more of a fine arts person. So all of those things are well and good, but I know that the real reason that you all are here tonight is to hear from our students. And we are super fortunate to have 3 of our outstanding students take the time out of their busy lives to spend time with you guys. And so what I'm going to do first is just have our panelists introduce themselves. Panelists, if you will tell everyone your name, your classification, whether you're a freshman or sophomore, tell us your major, things that you're involved with, and kind of what your plans are after college. So Courtney, I'll ask you to go first.
Hey everybody, my name is Courtney. I am in my last semester for my degrees. I am a nursing major in my 5th semester, and I'm also graduating with a 2nd degree in science general studies. I'm the president of SGA at Gadsden State, as well as in PTK, TRIO, and most recently, I have become a college leader for a Truth Initiative grant to kind of help set people up with some awesome resources for smoking cessation and things like that, as well as a peer tutor. So there's a number of other things, but those are the main things. I really love being involved at Gadsden State.
Wow, that sounds like you have a busy plate. Awesome. All right, so next up we have Nadej.
Hey everyone, my name is Nadej. I am in my sophomore year here at Gadsden State. I came in as a first year, so I am in the radiology program. I'm in my first semester with that, and I am currently an ambassador here, my second year here, being an ambassador. So yeah, that's a little bit about me. After I graduate, I plan to work in my career field and then begin to travel.
That sounds like a wonderful plan. I like it. All right. And last but not least, we have Keyshawn.
Hello, everybody. My name is Keyshawn. I'm a first-time freshman at Gadsden State. My major is education. I was determined I wanted to be a high school history teacher. I really love helping kids learn and just be a better version of themselves. I'm not in any club at the present time at Gadsden State, but I am interested in joining Circle K, SGA, and then being an ambassador next semester.
Well, Keyshawn, it looks like you met some friends in SGA and ambassadors tonight. So I feel like you'll be in really good shape moving forward for that. You've got some contacts now. All right. So I've got a question that I'm going to ask to each of you. Very general. So when determining which college you wanted to attend, what made you guys choose Gadsden State? And I'll ask Keyshawn to go first.
Oh, the main thing was it was affordable, and the class sizes they're not too much different from high school. So I wanted to have that kind of same experience with that, and then it was close to home. I still wanted to be at home and not too far away from my family because I'm not ready for that yet. So Gadsden State was just a place for me to be, and I was awarded a presidential scholarship by Dr. Murphy herself. So it was great.
Well, that is super exciting. So close to home, affordable, and you got a great scholarship from the president herself. I like it. All right, next up, Courtney, same question. What made you choose Gadsden State?
So I had been to a larger university before, and I had also been to another community college. When I decided to go back to school, really it was about convenience, and I really needed something that was flexible. And would fit my time schedule. I'm a mom of 2 kiddos, and we don't have it anymore, but at that time, the Nights Online Weekends program, and there's a number of other night classes or hybrid classes. I really loved that I could take classes online. I started kind of in the middle of COVID, and taking those classes online has been super convenient. Really, what I loved about choosing Gadsden State, though, was how easy it was to apply. It was super straightforward. If I had a question, I was not having to wait 14 business days to get an answer about it. If I had a question, I got pointed in the right direction pretty much right away. And if they couldn't answer my question, then they found someone to answer it for me. And so that was really important to me when I started at Gadsden State, and really has been so helpful and has helped me succeed throughout my journey at Gadsden State as well.
All right. So for Courtney, it sounds like flexibility in course offerings, and also everyone is super helpful. So those are good things to know. And then Nadesh, same question for you. Why did you choose Gadsden State?
So I chose Gadsden State for some of the same reasons: affordability. Gadsden State definitely offers a lot of scholarship opportunities for incoming freshmen. A lot of other colleges is almost like you will always have to be there enrolled in the school. Another thing, Gadsden State definitely is student friendly. We have a lot of student activities here, so I didn't get bored of being here. It wasn't it's not a dreadful experience for me currently. And the instructors are great. They're always here to help. I've been lost several times, especially when I came here. The security directed me when I first got here. So everyone knows a little bit about everything about Gadsden State.
Awesome. So friendly people, affordability, sounds like a winner. All right. So we are glad that each of you wound up at Gadsden State. And again, we appreciate your time tonight. Got a few more questions that I wanted to get your guys' thoughts on. I'll ask Nadesh this question. Nadesh, what was your perception of community colleges prior to attending Gadsden State? So were you excited about it or kind of hesitant, more leaning toward a university? And then once you got to Gadsden State, how did that kind of change your perspective?
Yeah, so my perception on community colleges, I always thought a community college was boring. I always thought that it was a lot of old people who attended community colleges. And so once I, decided to let my barriers down and start to apply to community colleges, I found out like it wasn't that bad. And so I came here and it's been the complete 360. So yeah.
Awesome. So at first, maybe not so sure, but once you tried it out, you found out that it was a good fit. Awesome. All right. My next question is for Keyshawn. Keyshawn, describe your experience at Gadsden State as far as the classroom experience with your instructors and your classmates.
Well, the classroom experience is great. Like I said, I wanted to kind of be like high school, and it is that in such a way. You still have your people, of all different backgrounds and, areas of the world and everything. And, you know, but the thing that stands out the most I really like is you get to meet people and they come from like all around the world, and I like it. It's good. I mean, you really get to know, your professors and everything. They call you and text you when you're not in class to make sure you're okay. I was out like a week before last, and then my professors reached out and made sure I was okay. So I really like that. It's something that it's a good feeling to know that you cared about at Gadsden State. So.
Absolutely. I'm from a small high school myself. And when I showed up to one of my first college classes, I didn't attend community college. There were 120 people in that one classroom, and that was more people that were in my entire graduating class. So it was very overwhelming. But as he alluded to, our average class size at Gadsden State is between 15 and 20 students. So you'll definitely get that one-on-one interaction with your instructors. They're going to know you by name. And like he said, they'll call and check up on you if you're not in class, if they think something's up. So that is definitely one of the things that a lot of students share with us about their community college experience. My next question is for Courtney. You are extremely involved on campus, as you told us at the top. So what inspired you to become more involved at Gadsden State? And why do you think it's important for other students to get involved on campus at college?
So this actually kind of ties into what we were just talking about as far as the classroom experience. I had done really well in my Math 100 class. And when I first got involved at Gadsden State, it was actually because of my instructor's recommendation for me to be a peer tutor. And it was not something that I necessarily sought out, but somebody thought of me for something. And it kind of opened the door to everything else. But since I've become so involved on campus, one, the scholarship opportunities by being involved in certain things are amazing. But I really love connecting other students. I feel like accountability is something that we sometimes need. And so in the success of your college journey, I really find that it's important to get involved, but it's also a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun being able to just have fellowship with other students, whether it's at a college, like get on board day or things like that. It's a ton of fun. It's really awesome when you can walk into a building and you recognize other people and they recognize you. You don't feel so alone. And that's something that a lot of people do deal with a lot, is they just feel alone. So it's great to be a part of something, but to include other students as well. I find that it really helps put the community in community college because we're such a tight-knit kind of community anyway, but getting involved on campus makes it even better.
I like that you said that it puts the community in community college. That is very nice. So it sounds like for you, being involved is kind of like a domino effect. So like you kind of got started with peer tutoring, and then that led to something else, and then that led something else to something else. So it sounds to me like kind of just taking that first step and then opens up a world of opportunity to you.
Absolutely.
Awesome. That sounds good, especially for people who are shy. Like I'm kind of an introverted person, so it's kind of like if you can just get that one step, all of this opens up to you.
And what
All
I
right.
love too about that, when you say it's just the one step, even for introverted people, there's a club for everybody, and it's something that I love. That even if you're not super extroverted, there are different projects and different things and different parts of student life that you can be involved in, where you don't have to do all the things and all this stuff, but you get to be a part of it and get to have that fellowship as well, even if it's not like right in the front of doing it, you get to be a part.
Sure, absolutely. All right, my next question is for Nadej. How do you feel Gadsden State has prepared you for your next step in life?
Gadsden State has definitely prepared me for my next step, being that I work so closely with the enrollment services. I love everyone in there. So it's very easy for me to reach out to them and speak to them about, hey, do you think that this is the right step for me to take? Also, just having my advisor, just speaking to my advisor about anything, and just being really open with them, asking them, hey, I'm having a little trouble with this. Do you know any connections that I can be in contact with? Do you know anyone? Also with the student support services, TRIO is very, it's not even, I don't know what to say, but I love it. I don't have to come out of pocket just to print for anything. So yeah, I'm really prepared to move forward after I graduate.
Awesome. So what are some other things that you've done with student support services?
In regards to,
Like, have you gone on any of the trips or anything?
maybe like one or two. That does not
Awesome.
sound the best, but yes.
Absolutely. So student support services, like Nadej mentioned, is a TRIO program. It's a federally funded program. Like she said, they do free printing, they do tutoring, they do advising. They do field trips to four-year colleges for students who are planning to transfer to kind of help plan that next step out. So that is one of our most popular, I would say, student services and organizations that we have on campus. So that is very cool. All right. Yeah, go ahead.
May I just add, I just thought of something. When I first came here, I needed to work on my ACT score. And I always thought that I was going to have to pay out of pocket to go get another free tutor outside of here. And so once I was informed that, hey, we have free classes and even a mock test, that was really helpful. And it definitely helped me bring up my ACT score. So yeah, that's perfect.
That is fantastic. Yeah, because you're in one of those health science programs that requires that. So
yes, ma'am.
Awesome. Very cool. All right. Next question is for Keyshawn. Do you have any advice? Do you have
I'm
any
sorry,
advice? It's okay. I muted myself. Do you have any advice for future students who are considering attending a community college like Gadsden State for their education?
Oh, yes. One thing you have to learn is to stay on top of your work, because you have different professors and instructors who will assign different assignments, and they're due on different days. So you just have to kind of weigh out your options on what you can get done and how you can get it done. But most of all, make sure you're taking in and learning something, because that's what you're there for, is to learn something. And if you have to take a class over again, I've never had to do this, but a lot of people tell me that sometimes you have to take a class over again because you didn't get the gist of it the first time. And I said it's not that bad. And I understand you may have to be a little bit harder on yourself about it, but you have to realize, you have to fail to get some things right. And so just learn to stay on top of it. It's kind of like weigh out your options. I said, to see what you can get done first, but make sure you're learning because that's what you're there for. And if you have any questions about the course and thing, you can always talk to your professors or instructors.
Absolutely. Like Courtney was saying, you can lean on that community that you've got here to help you get through. I like that. All right. So we are nearing the end of our time. So whoever wants to jump in, I'll just pose this question to whoever would like to answer first. And then if anyone else wants to kind of piggyback, that will be great. But what final words about your Gadsden State experience would you like to share with future students?
I'll go first.
All right, thank you.
I really do believe that whatever you set your mind to, you can achieve. And even if you have had experience going to college before, or it's your first time going, I'm a first generation college student, so I did not have that guidance. And it was a little bit scary, even like as an adult getting started and taking those steps, especially as a mom. It took a lot of courage in taking that first step. But I would say that it's okay if your story is different from everybody else's. It's okay if you are not going to a 4-year. If that's never what you want to do, that's okay. But it's also a really great starting point if it is in your plans to go to a 4-year. And truthfully, Gadsden State has set me up where I feel absolutely confident, more so than before, in my journey in going to a 4-year college and beyond that, and going to grad school after that. And so just be okay with if your story is different than someone else's, or if you're a little bit nervous, it's okay. Gadsden State has all of the resources for you. Like I said earlier, if you have a question about something and you don't even know the question to ask yet, there's someone that will be able to help you and guide you and lead you so that you're successful in your college journey.
Awesome. I don't know about you guys, but that made me feel better. Just listening to you talk about, it's okay to look different and it's okay if you're scared. I feel real inspired after hearing that. Thanks, Courtney. Anybody else have any words of encouragement or just final thoughts you'd like to leave with prospective students about your Gadsden State story?
Yes, I would also like to just add on to what Ms. Courtney stated. It's really okay to begin here at a community college first, being that you're coming out of high school. A lot of high school students like to jump off and go to universities, and it's almost kind of looked down upon once you state that you're attending a community college. Being here has been one of the best decisions I have ever made. And a lot of students actually miss out on that opportunity because their friends are attending a university and they want to go to a university. So yeah, just coming here first is probably one of the best decisions. Coming here to get your general classes out of the way is even better. So yeah.
Again, very inspiring today. I love it. All right, Keyshawn, any final thoughts you'd like to share with prospective students about your Gadsden State experience?
Yes, I am also a first generation college student, and like Courtney was saying, I didn't have the guidance, so there was a lot of times where I didn't know something and I had to ask Dr. Davis or Dr. Mitchell about something, and they found a person that could tell me more about that. So don't feel like you don't know something that you're not going to find out, because if you ask one person, they will get it to the next person to make sure that you know what's going on.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So you guys have really put my mind at ease and made me feel supported and like it's going to be okay. So thank you guys so much. We are nearing the end of our time for our live chat. I hope everyone who's watching feels as inspired as I do by these students. We, the enrollment services team, want to thank Nadej and Courtney and Keyshawn for their time, sharing their experiences with our prospective students. We are so happy that y'all are willing to help us out. So this is the end of our live chat series that we're doing. We do have in 2 weeks from today, we are having our open house, our holiday open house on December 1st, that we invite everyone to come to if you would like to get started as a Gadsden State Cardinal. In our opinion, the best way to see if Gadsden State is a good fit for you is a campus tour. So the way campus tours work, you can either scan this QR code, go to our website, gadstonstate.edu, and click where it says visit. That will take you to the page where you can pick which campus you would like to visit. You'll select a day and time to visit campus. Bring your parents, bring your friends, go to lunch when you get done, make a day of it. But it really is the best way to see if Gadsden State is a good fit for you. One of our ambassadors will show you around campus. It might even be Nadej. You never know. You could be that fortunate. Nadej could be your tour guide or one of her fellow ambassadors. But they'll show you around, answer any questions that you may have, and help you along the way. And then another thing that I want to mention is our Gadsden State admissions application. It is open. It is always free to apply to Gadsden State, and we hope to see your application soon. We have what's called an open door admissions policy, no minimum ACT or GPA requirements for admission to the college. All you have to do is apply, provide the supporting documents that we'll ask for, and that is it. Very straightforward process, like Courtney said, and we're happy to help you along the way. So again, thank you guys for attending our live chat, and we hope to see you soon.